4 should be good.
21 pounds, 1 ounce, fully decked out with 3 bottles. So like 60 some ounces. I guess that's 2 liters of water, 5-pound food bag. 15 pounds, 10 ounces. You're always at 16.
I'm always.
Always.
Oh. We is here.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
You almost forgot those, didn't you?
I did. I forgot they fell off my head.
All right, to the north. It's actually the south.
Starting out on an uphill climb here. Great Smoky Mountains National Park backpacking trip with my wife. Starting out at the Elkmont Campground, heading south on Jake's Creek Trail. We have 5.5 miles today to campsite 26. Tomorrow we're going to be then hitting up the AT northbound, finishing up at campsite 23. That'll be like 12.6 miles tomorrow, and then the third day gonna have like 7 miles back down to the car. So a lot of elevation today into tomorrow morning, and then we get rewarded on day 3 with nothing but downhill. I really need a pole or something. Just went over the first creek crossing. It's a lot deeper than the last time we were here. We've actually stayed at this campsite we're going to tonight 4 years ago, and there was no water. The spring was kind of all dried up. Most of these sites have a water source, depending on the time of year, it being November now, and judging by how high the water is in a few places, we should be good on water. I know of only a couple places along the whole loop where there's gonna be water for sure. And I mean like tomorrow. The third day we're gonna be coming back down and following creeks. But tomorrow, up on the ridge of the Appalachian Trail, kind of had to do some research to figure out where the water is gonna be. But I think we should be good, and that's a good sign back there that the water is raging. So about 2.5 miles in for the day so far. Should be at camp by about 3 or 3:30, and should have a nice long evening to relax and prepare for a long hike tomorrow. We are now at Jake's Gap, so we've gone like 1,850 feet, climbed in about
3.7 miles.
3.7 miles. We're gonna stop and take a drink break. We've only drank water once like a mile and a half ago down there, but it's looking like another 2 miles, maybe something like that. We definitely did not make good time up that hill. That was super steep, but should level out here. Should get a little bit of a view here in about a minute, but first, water. There's hiking trips and there's climbing trips. The Smokies is just kind of like one of those trips where you're just climbing the entire time, either up or down, and it's pretty decent elevation. But the payoff is that you get to be in this like huge wilderness that has like really amazing mountains. It's not easy hiking, but it is rewarding. Finally on top of a ridge, so I think the elevation is pretty much done for the day, but I'd say a half mile to a mile to campsite 26 for the night. Bear poop. We're at campsite 26. Decent little fire pit over here. A lot of wood too, by the way. Like I won't even probably have to use the saw tonight, which is cool. A lot of roots. It's kind of uneven here. The main campsite is a little ways over, but it's like right underneath the bear line, and we don't really want to sleep underneath our food out here. What are you gonna do with that?
I'm going to move these leaves away from the pipe.
Nice. So there's somebody left a camp shovel, like a Coleman camp shovel. Looks like it's like brand new too, but there's nothing else around except one shovel. So we think they forgot it, but she's gonna dig out our fire pit a little bit. Good thinking. Time to get set up. Found a decently flat spot here. Kind of too close for comfort by the fire pit for my liking, but we're gonna replace the tent soon anyway, so we're not really that worried about anything. I also didn't bring the footprint that the tent came with. Actually, I had to buy it for it years ago, but yeah, the bug net on this is starting to get some holes in it, and so there's no point in really trying to preserve the rest of the tent. Got some little curls here. I also have some birch bark that I picked up along the hike. 6 Snicker bars. Honestly, 6 Snickers and then 2 packs of this.
Oh, I forgot about the beef jerky. We're gold.
And that is like all the trail snacks we have though.
That's okay.
We really don't have a lot.
Truthfully, besides stopping to eat lunch tomorrow, I don't really care for any snacks.
You those bad boys. Got a ripping fire going. Just eating some beef jerky. And
in bear country?
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't want to bring smelly foods, so we brought beef jerky. There was a sign down here for water, so I'm going to probably go on a little walk here in a minute or two and see if we can drink whatever we want tonight, or if we are going to have to start rationing. We need to ration the alcohol too. So the question is, should we do equal amounts of alcohol both nights, or should we save more for tomorrow?
We might need more tomorrow. But we also might be so tired we don't need more tomorrow.
That's true. Tonight we're going to be sitting around a little bit more bored. Tomorrow could be a longer day.
Yeah.
Will
I'm
be
definitely drinking
easier.
that can of wine.
What? Oh, tonight the wine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that I can sit and sip on for a while.
Mm-hmm. I know you guys probably can't see this, but I'll show you anyway. I'll explain to you. So, over here, Sugarlands. A lot of you are familiar where that is in the Smoky Mountains. We are down the road from that at Elkmont Campground. We just took Jake's Creek Trail up here on Mary Ridge Trail to Site 26. Tomorrow we have 2.5, a little bit over 2.5 miles to reach this yellow line down here, which is the AT. We will then be going north for about 5 or 6 miles or so. We're going to peak out at 5,700 feet of elevation, and at that point we will have all downhill to go for the rest of the trip. So we're going to go downhill 4.4 miles to our campsite, which is campsite 23 on Goshen Prong Trail. Yeah, that site's at like 4,000 feet elevation, I believe, maybe 3,000 feet. I think we're at 4,000 right now. And then we have 7 miles, day 3, back to Elkmont Campground.
It's Italian wine.
Honestly, it's not very good.
It's not.
I mean, for a backpacking wine, you got the Boda bottles, which I think those things are terrible too.
Yeah, those are really bad.
If you could have like Sugarlands, or what was that wine?
Oh man, Tennessee homemade wines.
Tennessee homemade. If
We're only
they
getting some of
made
that.
cans of that. So since we have like a raging fire that's super, super hot, we're just gonna cook on the fire. All I need to do is heat up some water and pour it in a meal. So I have 2 Mountain House meals for our 2 dinners on this trip. One is Italian style pepper steak and chicken fried rice. So what do you think? There's more protein in the pepper steak. They're both 2. Oh, the chicken fried rice is 2.5 servings though.
Let's do that tomorrow because we're gonna be hungry.
All right, Italian style pepper steak for tonight. It says optional. After 4 minutes, stir again. Well, after 4 minutes, we will be adding more.
What time did you say it was earlier?
It's 7:39.
No, it's not.
It's not?
It's 6:39. You have not synced your watch since time change.
It doesn't do it automatically?
It does when you sync it.
It's 6:40?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I just gained an hour to my night. I don't know if that's good out here.
I don't think so.
Not too shabby. So on the plus side, we did find water down there. It's only like 1/8 of a mile, maybe not even that far from the site. A little spring that comes out of the side of the mountain. So unlimited water we get to drink tonight. We get to leave here not thirsty, which is awesome because we do have a little bit of climbing to do in the morning. Oh, and apparently it's 6:54 and not 7:54. So I'm actually trying a new watch in this trip. This is the Coros Pace watch, that Garmin Phoenix that I've been using for the last, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years or so. It finally bit the dust. It won't even turn on anymore. So I went this route. This is like a running watch pretty much. It's multi-sport though. It has like hiking and biking and all the other modes on it. So it's still good for what I'm doing. It still tells elevation and has a compass on it. So it's good for hiking, but truth be told, I use my Phoenix more for running than I did for anything else. So I got a more running friendly watch, but I'm liking it so far. It's pretty nice, and it seems to have super good battery life. I tracked for 5 hours today, and I'm at like 92% battery. But yeah, we're just gonna finish eating our dinner here, hang out for a little bit. So I will see you guys in the morning. Tell you what, that's pretty good. I didn't think the pepper steak was very good last time I had it. Maybe I didn't hike enough that day.
Or maybe you didn't mix it good enough.
Good morning, everybody. Man, pretty good night's sleep. Perfect weather. I mean, it's like 40s probably, enough that I'm not really chilly. But we both slept like really good, really peaceful, like quiet night here. She said she heard something walking around in the middle of the night, but I really didn't hear anything. Slept good. It was nice and warm, and this is a really pretty campsite up here. It's 26. It's just all like moss-covered logs laying down and everything, and a lot of ferns and stuff. It's really green up here. Really the greenest area we've seen yet since we've been in the woods down here. Gonna get breakfast going now. We have Mountain House scrambled eggs and bacon. We're gonna put in tortillas. So that's going to actually take a lot of weight off our packs because those tortillas are pretty heavy.
Not smart.
What?
Just made myself bear bait. I dripped on my leg.
Nice. These are very drippy. I always remember that. Oh, that is good coffee today. I don't know why I made some last night. It was like kind of cold. I feel like when you make a small amount of coffee, the heat just dissipates so fast from it. The Mountain House eggs and bacon here, it's kind of messy. It's hard not to drip it and stuff, so we're trying to figure out how to not drip it everywhere as we're eating it. Really good, really tasty. I know in the past, like, this does not agree with me, so I might pay for it later. Man, I'm glad we did the tortilla. It makes it so much better. I was kind of thinking about just bringing that, just eating it with forks. But that adds so much. There's none in there at all. Guess I'll eat this lonely tortilla.
A perfect camp out, honestly. We were just talking about how it feels more like spring than fall out here. It's just like perfect weather. But we're hitting back on the trail now. It's almost like 8:45. We really took our time getting out of there, but that's all right. We have about 3 miles until we hit the AT, so that's about 3 miles to the next available water source. And we're only carrying a little bit. We have about 3 bottles, 3 23 ounces. So that should be plenty. Got some serious mileage to do today though, so just gonna try to get moving, make some good time this morning. this is like the best season to come here. A lot of times when you're in the Smokies, you're going just through like a green tunnel. Not like a whole lot of views. It does open up in a few places, but not for long extended periods of hiking. I'm not sure it might on the AT, but after the leaves have fallen, it really opens up and you really get nice views. It really just lets you like appreciate, you know, the mountains here, because you really just get a better feel for what you're actually doing when you're hiking and climbing all these mountains out here. All right, we're there. All right, which way do we go? That's south. I'm kidding. That is north. You're not very confident in your directionally.
I'm directionally challenged.
All right, well, we are on the Appalachian Trail heading northbound, which is always a good feeling to be backpacking and getting to do a little section on the AT. Feel like a thru hiker for 5 miles.
Today's hike is way better than yesterday's hike.
Yeah, yesterday's hike kind of sucked. That was just, like, honestly not a fun day hiking. It was
Creek sucks.
Yeah, well, it's just straight uphill the whole way, and it's not like single track, like beautiful. It's kind of wide, just big
Rocks,
straight lines,
gravel.
rocky. Definitely not the funnest, but it's worth it for that campsite.
Yeah.
It makes you work for it, so you enjoy the campsite even more. And today's hike has just been gorgeous. This is honestly like, just with all the leaves down and the views, I've never seen the Smokies from this perspective, so it's really cool. Great day today. Very optimistic. So we're over 6 miles in for the day. Just stopped here at Siler's Bald Shelter, and we're gonna eat our lunch. Nobody's here. The fire's still kind of going though. They didn't really put it out very good. Yeah, we're about halfway done for the hiking on the AT today, and then we get all downhill. So, oh man, my stomach's starting to hurt. Oh, it's that mountain house. It's the eggs. It's coming. Okay. Time to get some food. I'm having Chicken Creations buffalo on crackers. Ash is just gonna eat some Uncrustables. So we are pretty much right on the knife of this Appalachian Trail ridge. This is awesome. Great views to the left of me, and then good views to the right. Been hiking through this really cool mossy, piney area, but now we are at the junction. So we're done on the AT for the day, and we have 4.4 miles downhill, like 2,000 feet down to our campsite, campsite 23. Going down. It's the worst case scenario already off the bat. It's wet, slippery, and steep. But
Holy sh**. There's ice.
really?
How is there ice? It must have froze down here last night.
It feels a lot colder. It literally just dropped
Wow.
like 10 degrees in temperature.
That's crazy.
It's like really
crazy,
dense
though.
here, so like probably gets like no sunlight.
Yeah, but it's crazy that you think up in the higher elevations it's colder, and it was not cold last night.
Well, dude, we're higher than we were last night.
Oh, that's
Plus,
true.
when you're this tall, you're the tallest mountain in the range for a little bit, so you're getting all the blunt winds.
Yeah.
We were kind of tucked down away.
Yeah.
Go in it.
No. No way.
That's sweet. That's like a nice. Oh my gosh, that is deep.
I guarantee you a bear lives there.
That's a legit bear den right
Yeah,
there.
'cause look, you can tell there's trail in and out.
Yeah, it could be water drainage. That was a legit cave, though. View after view here. It's crazy. All day long there have been views. And it's been rough though. I mean, honestly, it's a difficult trail. It's been nothing but climbing, like almost no flat at all. But we've already booked out 2, maybe 3 miles on this trail. So we should be getting within at least a couple miles of the site. We can hear the water running down here. We're getting very, very close to it. So that'll be comforting.
Maybe right here. Yeah. I feel like it's right here.
Okay. Hang on.
Well, we're at campsite 23. It took a little bit to find it here. On the map it's kind of labeled on the other side of the trail and showed that it was back a little ways, so we just kept on going and finally found it. Had a moment of freak out for a second, almost freak out, but yeah, there's a really close water source right down here, which is going to be convenient, and it's flat, not too bad, can't complain. But ready to be done for the day. It was a lot of elevation. It was, I don't know, what do you think, like less than a mile total of flat?
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe not even like a half mile total of flat. We just went up all morning, then came back down for the last 4.5 miles.
Put on the base layer.
Huh?
Chilly down here.
Yeah, it's a little chilly down here. I think it's going to be a little damp in the morning, honestly. Alright, let's get to it.
See, that's what sucks about having to camp in these specific sites, is they're all so pillaged of firewood.
I know. They're bad. I can't believe how much firewood there is not in this area. This is a huge area. And even walking down the trail forever, there's just not one 10-foot down tree anywhere that I can carry. I want to go, if I can get one good tree. Just found one good piece. I looked everywhere, and this was actually close to our site, so I got lucky. But this gets pretty fat towards the end down here, and I got another one over here too, so we should be good on firewood the rest of the night. Alright, and it is time to eat. I've been chopping up wood. I got a nice pile over here right now. That should probably last us the rest of the night. I actually went down and filtered up all our water and filled up another liter for tomorrow. So yeah, now it's just time to relax and kick it the rest of the night. So I gotta ask, the trekking poles without the straps for your hands,
I almost told you I wasn't a fan of that.
I was gonna say, you probably never hiked like that. Well, you don't like it?
I'm not a fan.
Isn't it nice to kind of have your hands if you want them, like you can move them up and down without worrying about the strap?
I never have an issue with it.
I just think it feels lighter and nicer.
I like that those poles are light. I don't like the crap that they're made out of because my hands are black.
No, the handles suck. For sure. I've never used them for a full day, but after seeing your hands, I don't really want to. Dude, the cork, and I don't even know if it's real cork, it's like cork-like foam that Gossamer Gear uses. You cannot beat that. That is just the best. Alright, just went and hung the bear bag, and just letting the fire die down here another 20 or 30 minutes. Getting ready for bed. And hopefully it's an uneventful evening. Night's sleep. I think that about does it for the night, so just gonna crawl in old North Face, and we'll see you guys later.
Good morning, everybody. It's 7:25 a.m. right now. Slept in again today. Didn't get up till after the sun was already up, but that's okay. We really have no schedule to adhere to. It's a little bit chillier. It's 40 degrees right now. Definitely colder than yesterday. Definitely more damp down here by the creek like I expected. The tent's pretty much soaked, but that's okay. It doesn't matter at this point. 7 miles to hike out today. All we have to eat is we each have one little packet of oatmeal apiece. We did have an extra Snickers bar apiece, but we gave in to our temptations and ate those for snack last night. And it'll be alright. We only got 7 miles. We have some drink additives, so we can just drink a bunch of water. I think it's going to make that post-hike meal that much better. I think sacrificing and just bringing a little bit, not enough food, it makes it so you're really, really craving and really, really hungry. So I think we are going to be so hungry when we get out of here, because I was already feeling the hiker hunger like yesterday morning, like way sooner than I normally do in any other trip. But that post-hike meal is going to be good today. 3-hour hike out, something like that. Should be in Gatlinburg around maybe noon or 1 o'clock today. We have a hot tub and a cabin waiting for us for the next 3 days, so super pumped about that. But no rush today. We're not gonna like around camp here very much, but we're just gonna get packed up, make that food, and get back on the road. You trying to get a fire going? I guess we are right by the creek. It wouldn't matter if we do. Yeah, so we had a run-in with a mouse last night. It doesn't look like he chewed anything up, but I could see him walking on top of our tent last night, and he was even like under the tarp on the bug net part, like right in front of my face. But he was running all around a little bit. But that's why you always are supposed to leave your backpacks, like all the pockets open. So if you have any like remnant of food or anything in there, the mouse can just like get in the pocket and they won't like chew through it.
I don't know how your butt bone isn't screaming right now.
I wish I had a sit pad. I need some more backpacking fleeces.
Just the quarter zip.
I've been wearing this black one and that red one in literally nearly every single video I've ever made is either black or red fleece that I have. But I'd like to get something else, because these are both like getting thin.
I've got 3 North Face fleeces. I got my dress fleece. You talk about people making fun of you for your dress t-shirt. I have dress fleece.
Do you?
Yeah, it's my pink one. It's really nice.
Okay, the coffee's gone. Time to get packed up. Really slowly.
Brief overview for this trip. Just tons and tons of elevation. It was a little bit hard to enjoy. It was still enjoyable for us. If you're like looking to recreate this loop, just plan for the worst. Bring next to nothing as far as heavy items go. But day 3 here, this has just been completely enjoyable. Behind me, it's all flat. It's slightly down, but like the most evenly graded, flattest trail we've ever done. Really cool with all the water features. Really a nice, unexpected surprise to the end of our trip here. Definitely a good adventure. I'd say if you're gonna do it in the winter when the leaves are down so you get views. Is that it? Well, that hike today was great. It doesn't get any better than that. That was a pretty nice loop. I could see doing that one again. Maybe giving it a try in reverse, backwards than the way we did it. Yeah, so we're walking up this little short road walk here, maybe like a quarter mile more to go. Maybe not even that, to the parking lot. Super great trip. Could have brought a little bit more food, but then again, with all that elevation, I'm glad we didn't bring anything more than what we did. Build up a little bit of hiker hunger here. Gonna go eat some Popeye's chicken, I think. Is that what we decided on?
Yes.
Well, that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That was about 25 miles. Oh, I never stopped my watch. 25 miles in the Great Smoky Mountains. A lot of elevation. I knew it would be. Anytime you're going up to the Appalachian Trail ridge, it's pretty serious elevation. But
Totally
today's
worth it for
hike,
views.
yeah, today's hike was nice. Yeah, the views yesterday were amazing. So this is definitely the season to do it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.